up, y'all? It's your girl Crystal from Scary Horror Show. Sitting here live in the horror cave, just waiting on KJ so we can do our non-spoiler review for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. KJ.
Huh?
It's time for the Scary Horror Show.
Let's get it. Hey, what up, Dead Ice? It's your boy KJ.
Who play too damn much.
Excuse me?
And your girl Crystal.
From the Scary Horror Show.
What's up, y'all?
We are coming live from the horror cave doing our review of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This movie is on Netflix right now, so if you got Netflix, go watch it. I personally think it's fire, but we're going to get into our review. Crystal, why don't you lead this one?
I really enjoyed this movie. I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting, a whole lot. They've done so many of these movies, so I was like, okay, but what are they doing? But it actually surprised me. It was actually very well written.
Okay, spoiler alert, the killer in the movie is Leatherface.
He's so...
But no, so this movie is actually not a remake like I originally thought. It is a sequel.
Yes.
Takes place almost 20 years later because the original
50
movie...
years.
20, 50?
50, that's a big difference.
50, whatever. Anyway.
It's almost 50 years later.
Yeah, she's
from
right.
The original.
It's almost 50 years later. Original movie came out in 74, but the killing took place in 73. So would it be in 2022? It's technically 40 years later. No idea why they didn't wait till 2023 to come out. But, it is what it is. But, so we have a group of people that go into town. What's the name of the town, Crystal?
Harlow. Come on now, you gotta know this stuff now.
That's why I got you. You the genius.
I'm the fact checker. Got you. You know a little facts about this too, though, but I'll let you get into that in a little bit.
Yes, let me get to it. But, no, so, so it takes place in Harlow. 4 people go to this town, I guess, to try to... It's like a rundown town. I guess they try to renovate it, renew it, sell properties and things like that.
It seemed like they were trying to start their own community.
Yeah.
And they were had investors coming to visit and to buy the different buildings that were in the town. They were trying to create their own town.
Millennial BS.
I think, no, because millennials are like 40 now. They're supposed to be Generation Zs. Because he said something in the movie. He called them Gen Zs or something like that.
Okay, fine. So, typical Gen Zs. They want to take a run downtown, make it spectacular, make it the new thing to go to.
The new community. So they're trying to start a new community that's going to be better or something than what we have now is what they were trying to do. But whatever.
Whatever. So, apparently when they're doing this, they make your main guy mad, Leatherface. And a side fact about Leatherface, so Leatherface is not a real killer per se, but he is based on a very interesting serial killer by the name of Ed Gaines. Ed Gaines basically inspired Leatherface, he inspired Psycho, and he inspired the Butterfly movie with the Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, okay.
Father beans. But yes, so if you can read up on Ed Gaines' dude, he's a very interesting serial killer. If you're into that thing, I'm a little psycho, so
Look at you knowing the facts this time.
I try.
About time.
But about time. Excuse me. Anyway, so basically, they run into Leatherface. Now, one of my favorite scenes in this, as you guys know, I love to see people get mutilated in horror movies. One of my favorite scenes, actually the favorite scene in the movie for me, this will be KJ's kill. You may have seen this in the preview. Leatherface goes onto a bus with a bunch of Gen Zers, and they pull out their camera phones and like, if you do anything, dude, you're gonna get canceled.
I was like, really? This man got skin on his face.
He pulls out this chainsaw And I don't want to tell you what happens, but
it's in the trailer. You probably seen it already.
I'm talking about like what happens that they don't show in the trailer.
I like that scene. Yeah, they don't show everything, but they kind of lead up to it.
It is one of the greatest Leatherface kill scenes of all time.
He represented. He did.
Now, Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw Massacre is kind of special to us because with me and Crystal, that kind of started the whole genre of horror movies that we like. Before that, it was a lot of Dracula and other horror movies from the 50s. Right. But like that started the whole, oh my God, jump scene scares that we like. So it inspired a whole...
He did start it all, Leatherface.
He inspired a whole generation. But it's very, very good. Crystal, what are some of your high points of the movie that you really like? Because I already said the KJ kill scene.
Yes.
What are some of the stuff
I did like the bus scene. The bus scene was nice. I liked some of the characters. So like the relationships and just kind of go into some of their backstory. The two leading ladies, I like their backstory. I'm not going to ruin anything for you. So I thought it was interesting to see their character growth and them bonding. They were driving in a Tesla too, so I thought that was kind of cool. Tesla was like self-driving itself, so I thought that was a nice plug for Tesla. But it was a cute movie. It's much better than I thought it was going to be because I really didn't know what to expect. But it actually had a decent plot line. Of course, there's always some stupid moves made, but it wouldn't be a horror movie without it. So there was a couple of scenes I was like, okay, don't do that, you're dumb. But if we didn't have dumb people in horror movies, we wouldn't have horror movies. So.
That's very true. That is what makes horror movie. You got to be kind of dumb to be in one. Yeah. Which is why
somebody's got to be stupid enough. I mean, the whole thought of going to an old abandoned town where a famous serial killer has killed people in the 70s, and we're going to go there and try to rebuild a new land. So, you know, that whole concept is like, okay, wait a minute, maybe we should think this through, but we wouldn't have the movie if they didn't do it. So,
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Now another thing I really liked about this. They stayed true to just genuine character of Leatherface. If you see the movie, you'll see where he kind of taunts his victims and kind of plays with them, which is kind of what Leatherface did. And he's brutal.
Yeah, he was making me angry, y'all.
He is very, very brutal. And that's what originally it was about. Now, they did some sequels, you know, that were kind of funny, and that's not what...
some reboots. They did some reboots, really. A lot of reboots.
That's not what Texas Chainsaw Massacre should be about.
Right.
It's about a brutal killer with a chainsaw. And that's what we wanted, and that's what we got on this.
And they kind of go a little bit into his backstory, too, to kind of, from his childhood a little bit, to touch on it a little bit, so you kind of get a little more insight about Leatherface, who he was as well, too. So I thought that was good.
Yep. Definitely good point. Yeah. So it is final score time. We got rid of the 10-point system. We are doing the KJ and Crystal way. So we're going to do between 1 and 5 knives. 5 knives being the best. For me, this movie was dope. It gave me what I wanted. It killed a lot of people. I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 knives. Okay. What you give it, Crystal?
I'll give it 4.5 knives.
So she liked it.
I really liked it. I liked the two leading lady characters. I liked them, their story, their backstory. The kill scenes were very good and elaborate. Made me jump a little bit, shriek a little bit. So it gave me everything I was looking for.
Okay, cool. So we got 4 and 4.5. So if you got Netflix, we definitely recommend you going to see this on Netflix.
Go see it.
Well, not go see it.
Well,
Netflix and chill with your date.
Netflix and chill with whoever, family.
Yeah, whatever you do.
Friends.
Do it. Go see this movie. You're going to enjoy it.
Why not? Go see it at the house.
Don't forget the popcorn.
For free. Enjoy, y'all. It's good.
So this is KJ.
And Crystal.
From the ScaryHorrorShow.com. Peace.
Holla.
ScaryHorrorShow.com.